And okay, not too long ago, I heard Alex Hormozy say, when he was not too long ago, I was listening to a video by Alex Hormozy where he was explaining why he chose to disappoint his father. Because at some point in his life, he realized that he was either going to disappoint his father or disappoint himself. And that's interesting. That's very interesting. And just yesterday, as I was helping out my friend, I had that same thought. And I was going to tell him that, but I decided not to. But today I decided to tell myself that, right? Just for some context, I'm 18, I have about a month left to high school. But I have two offers right now for six-figure jobs in sales tech, which is what I'm definitely going to take them. The question is just which one, but that's not what this video is about, because this video is about a tough conversation that I just had with my parents, because so far it was a gap year, or yeah, how I was framing it as a gap year, or saying, I don't know, they kind of had an idea that they didn't like college, they knew that, but it didn't really conform them that much, other than when I made jokes and then they got mad. And today I had a tennis game, and as I finished my match, my girlfriend was there. She told me that she had a conversation with my mother, that my mother brought up. She's like, did he tell you he's not going to college and that he's going to work now? And then like she did mention that my mom said that she thought it was stupid when she tried to like say, yeah, it's so good as getting a head start. But yeah, and then that made me think, I don't know how much I would want to like live here if that's the way that they think. Like I might just need to move out, but I don't think I will this year for sure. Maybe in the future next year if they push me a little more. But I think this conversation definitely hurts. So if you even on the fence of whether or not you should have the conversation, I think you should understand that if your goals and your idea of success is not the same, then you're going to disappoint one of you guys, and it's your choice. You can disappoint yourself or you can disappoint them, and at the end of the day, that's up to you. And if you're able to have a good conversation, a hard conversation, then that goes such a long way. I can walk you through what just happened. Let me just drink my water. Excuse the background and excuse these glasses. I hope if you're watching this far, you're not gonna click off and the retention is not gonna be crazy now after I put this. But let me get back into it. Yeah, it's just nighttime. This is good for me. And I have some light in front of me, so just so it looks a little better for you guys. And I want to be able to still get a good night's sleep, man. I need sleep. Okay, let's get back into it. And the conversation started. I don't remember how it started, but I actually thought about it earlier today. But the main points were actually not too long ago. I mentioned like when I mentioned like the pros of one of the companies was like how like I could grow so much in a company, and in a year I could become an kind of executive. I'll be making like 200, maybe even more, and then in another year I could do that. But like he was like, and I didn't mention that part. I just said in a year I could become an account executive, and it was like, well, now you, because you're going to college. And I was like, makes no sense to me. But we had that conversation. It actually went pretty good. I was able to stand up for myself because I decided that I want to be honest. I don't want to lie. And yeah, I can say, oh yeah, this is just a gap year, and of course I want to go to college. That's so exciting. Spend all that money for a piece of paper, all that time, 4 years of my life. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? I mean, I'm 18, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go drink, party, and do drugs. But now I just want to make money. and yeah, and we had that conversation, and he continued. And I was being completely honest with him. And he just said, and because I mentioned that I want to take it 1 year and see where it goes there, see what makes sense. And I always say, like, yeah, I can always, like, study part-time or working full-time. But I'm like, I don't really want to put all that time that could be doing the work. I could put into YouTube, put into starting a business, putting into just getting more sales. I don't want to waste it on learning some general business class that's not actually going to get me much farther in my career or my goals in any way. Can't imagine myself doing that right now, to be honest. And yeah, and we went back and forth, and my dad was like pretty demanding, I guess a little bit, saying, "Hey, you got here a little early, no?"
No.
Man, this guy.
What's
It's
up, boys?
8:20. You get here at 8:30. I'm having a deep, hearted conversation, and you're in the
Is this
middle.
cloud chasing? Put me in the thumbnail.
Hey, this guy's. Sorry, man.
Alright.
Marshmallow. Close the door, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate you. And yeah, as I was saying, like, he was definitely trying to push me, and I was like, well, but after being able to stand up for myself, being able to say how I actually feel, and I was like, to be totally honest, I can just say yes and agree, but that's a lot easier for me. But this is a hard conversation, but I want to have it because I want to be fully, truly honest with you, 100%. So I told him how I'm feeling, and I was like, man, I'm 18. Life is long. Like, you might be right. Let me find that out myself. Let me get a year of work that's gonna be so hard and whatever, and then I'm gonna see, maybe I'm 18, I just want to party. Definitely not happening. But yeah, and also how good the path trajectory. I asked him a few questions, and I will say I really enjoy it now. I think I can be a lot more honest, and who knows what's gonna happen, but I think they understand me a lot more. And my mom was actually surprisingly honest, which I really appreciate. Like, she said, it's just not the plan that I thought. It's not like what I imagined was gonna happen with your life. So it's just hard for me to understand. I need to process it more. Even though they've been seeing for months that I was working, like, I didn't just get that job overnight. And yeah, and if you have something like this in your life, I really want to encourage you to have that hard conversation. You want hard conversation from having clarity, from feeling more fulfilled. And I've been feeling so stressed the last few days. I've literally had 2 offers. I actually accepted one of them, but that's a story for another day. And I want to also, like, use this as a message, and that everything will be okay. Okay, I've been so stressed, but at the end of the day, I just achieved something huge that's gonna change the trajectory of my entire life, and I'm gonna have a huge story to tell, which I'm super excited. I guess it didn't feel as good as I thought it would, but occasionally it does when I tell people, I guess. But then also at other points, and yeah, you really can't rely your goals based on what other people are gonna think. And yeah. But if you have something that you need to have a hard conversation, I really encourage you to do it and truly just be honest. Because if they can't accept you're honest, what's really on your mind, and if you consistently say it and handle the objections, then you just might not be right for you. And my parents are very loving. They've been super supportive. I cannot be more grateful for them, by the way. I just want to make sure that's clear. And yeah. So who knows what's gonna happen now? I definitely say make that conversation as fast as possible. Really do. You're gonna thank yourself so much after you do it. Because right now, I have a lot more clarity. I think they also understand, and at the end, they mention how hard I've been working, and that they can respect that, and they can learn a lot from the way that I approach it, how systematically. Let me know if you guys are interested how I got the job. I can definitely give a crash course. If anybody, literally comment, I'll DM you. DM me on Instagram. And it's just my name. And like, I would love to have any conversations. If anybody would love to, like, even hop on a call, and I could give you some advice on how to do it. Anything really. I would love to do that. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off with this. I feel a lot better now, and I'm glad. And I know there's still other hard conversations in my life that I need to make pretty soon. And having this one motivated me for that. I think I need to do some more prep work for the next hard conversation that I have. I'm gonna have it, and I think I'm gonna have it tomorrow. You might be able to understand what it is, but you might not be able to. I guess that's gonna be a mystery for tonight. And yeah, if you feeling behind, the one thing I say, I made this short film right here, and about the mindset that it really takes for me to succeed. The mindset that really changed my life for the better. How I've been able to feel a lot more fulfilled, a lot more happy. So yeah, just watch this video right here, and I think it will really help you.